Mind the moon, the midnight lighting. Um, I know it's not good for the wrinkles, and I have my reading glasses on, but I have a really special guest today, and I'm just gonna welcome you to my show. This is I have to look it because if I don't, I won't say it right. The Idiot Renaissance, and I'm Dr. Dino, and as per usual, your missing co-host, Momma Drea. And I was wrong earlier. She was a little hungover, but she was ignoring me because the bitch was out curling. So I think she curls with like, and there's some guys there, and I think the best part for her is screaming at the guys to sweep. I know the three times I curled in my life, I could not stop laughing. I'd throw the pucky thing and I would scream, sweep! And all I could think of was that that's exactly how I grew up with an Italian mama. So, my show today, we're going to have a call in guest. Oh, I just have to find her number though. Just hang on a second. Because that's what happens when you're old. You can't, you know. There we go. I'm calling. I got to put her on the speakerphone so y'all can hear her. Hello?
Hello?
Oh, oh my gosh. A real live human being on my phone.
I don't know. Let me check my pulse.
Yes, yeah, try it. After this last election, we all need to check our pulses.
Oh my.
Okay, everybody, this is not my co-host because, as I just mentioned to you, she's busy ignoring me. She'll get back to me later. But this is Dr. Bonnie Franklin.
Thanks, Dr. Dino.
You see, this is the interweb. We can be whomever we want.
We can be whoever we want.
That's
I
right.
would rather have been Marilyn Monroe, but that's okay.
Oh, no, because then you wouldn't be on the phone with me.
No, I'd have something in common with RFK Jr. I have a worm in my brain.
Oh. Can you imagine that shaky fucking thing is the health guy now?
Oh my God.
What is it?
He makes me think of Katharine Hepburn.
Oh, all right, on Golden Pond. Norman. What was the line?
God, I'm a nasty person
Oh
tonight.
no, that was true though. We used to do. I had a friend. She used to do an Ethel Merman routine on theater.
Oh my God.
Oh, and you have to be our age to even know who the fuck Ethel Merman was.
Oh, I know who Ethel Merman is.
Okay, yeah, right. Don't age yourself. I proposed to fucking Deborah Harry Blondie in 1979, so don't age ourselves. So, Dr. Bonnie,
Yes, dear.
can you please tell me about the phone call you received today with the whomever it
Well,
was?
it's a Facebook message, and I'll just read you the first part of it, okay?
Okay, great.
Well, you didn't get your way, and now what are you going to do? Maybe go after the planning council. Scott got 14,000 more votes. Shows two things. One is hearing people around polling stations hating anything liberal, hating the socialism of NDP. Second, I think most people have other needs than this small community needs. And he goes on and on and on, all this other dribble. And it just blows me away that and I've had this gentleman harass me on the local groups of the whole socialism thing, and I beat you, or we beat you, we're going to beat you, and it just blows my mind because we're all humans on this earth,
Right?
and we should all want something good for everybody, and to treat politics like it's I win, you lose.
Right.
That's where we've gotten to where we are with the lunatics south of the border.
Right. It's filtered up really quickly here. I'll tell you, the last 3 years, it's scary.
Oh my God. Oh, idiots that they've gone down the rabbit hole and they think that, Trump and Putin are going to save the world. And oh my God, Musk is a genius. And all I say to them is, I am making a list of the Vichy Canadians in this area.
Yeah. Quislings.
I have a list started, and I will know who we have to take care of first.
These guys don't understand history, and they don't understand that indoctrination and all of this shit. Because it started in the kids. That the children were turning in their own parents to the Nazis and the Gestapo and the SS. Like, this is where we're at now, and people do not understand it.
And you know something? So I know you're going to think this is crazy, but
No.
And it's because they worked education down in Florida, right?
Right.
And so there was so much money attached to high stakes testing. They brought it in with No Child Left Behind, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so if you got really high scores, your school got a ton of money. And
Right.
if you screwed it up and your kids all failed because they had high poverty and, lots of other issues,
Yep.
and you failed, the school didn't get the money. It's like the opposite way of how it should have been.
Yeah.
And so what happened is now we've taught everybody to testing strategies instead of critical thinking.
Right.
So there's not a whole lot of essay writing. Do you remember back when you were in high school? Like, okay, I'm 67, right? And when I was in high school and I got a test, it had maybe 6 multiple choice or true false, and then you got essay questions, and you got to bullshit your way through that. And I'm serious.
No,
And
listen, sweetheart, I got to tell you right now.
Oh, I know you didn't.
I left high school in like the 3rd month.
But I remember, and English was my favorite class, and I loved history. And I could write those essay questions, and the more I wrote, the more I could remember, and so then I could pass those easier than because these kids are not being taught critical thinking.
Nothing.
They're being taught testing strategies, which does not make you smart.
Yeah. Well, you know what? The United States has been very successful in, we used to call it dumbing down society. And, it started with Barry Atwater back in the 50s and the 60s. And now the evangelical shift has taken over, which I've been warning people about. But my problem is how quickly it has spread in Canada. And I don't mean the last 8 years. I mean the last 3 years. It is like a fucking silver bullet just going through.
It's like they've opened up the whole dam of bullshit.
The Pandora's box of bullshit.
But you know what it was? It was COVID. And so people were home and they were isolated. And so
Right, because people don't know how to be alone. Like, I had the best time. I work in the service industry. It was so fucking good to just sit in my goddamn house or sit with my friend.
And not have anybody
I'd never had a fucking vacation before. Like, it was great.
Yeah.
So
what happened, though, is a lot of these people have been lonely and they've found, those places where everybody agreed with them.
Right, senses of community.
Yes, and those little silos where they all could call us libtards and all the rest of it, right?
Meanwhile, they don't have to pay to go to a park, right?
No, and so I had this one lady, and I was trying to tell her how much debt that Ford had driven up for Ontario, and she says, "Well, give me a source." So I actually gave her a link from Forbes magazine.
Right.
And she told me that was not a credible source.
Right, because, exactly. So the whole entire system has been broken down. Everything's fucked. We're fucked. We have to fight the fucking conservatives. And all I can say to this point, because my program is short, I'm going to stop it, and then we'll start another one. And so to that point, Dr. Bonnie Franklin, Dr. Dino, we're telling you, rise, resist, revolt, troll. Fuck them all. Love you.
Love you too, Tino.
Peace.